Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. This is John from Cloud Tech Insights. In today's Amazon Sagemaker versus Bedrock series, we'll be talking about the playground options, which is available in Bedrock, but not quite available in Sagemaker Studio. But there are options where you can have a similar experience using Sagemaker Canvas. Sagemaker Canvas is a simple no-code, low-code solution for your ML needs. And now they've extended the feature for playground option on SageMaker Canvas as well, which we will see soon. And this will help a lot of customers in their model evaluation phase when they want to evaluate the models and see what best fits their use case. This is the place where you can go on SageMaker, play with the model and see if that is the right fit or not. And like I said, not all the models are available, which is available on Bedrock is available on SageMaker and vice versa. So understanding that key model availability would help you come up with the evaluation phase and use the right tool to evaluate the models for your use case. With that said, let's get to the demo. Before we head to the demo, just want to make a quick announcement about my course on Amazon Bedrock Learning Series. I published the course a month back in udemy.com. I'm leaving the link and the coupon below in the description so that you can click on the link and get the course for a discounted rate. It is good for people who are aspiring to be AI developer or looking for a job in AWS environment. That's what the course is meant for. So please subscribe to the course. So let's get to the demo. So let's open the Amazon Bedrock console. So just like in my previous videos, Amazon Bedrock has a feature called Playgrounds where you can play with these models, chat, text, image, and you can simply select these models from Anthropic and a couple of new models recently being added. Just want to highlight that Gamma 3 and 38B and 70B is recently added. And all you have to do is request access and you can start playing with those models. So they are overall increasing the inventory of different models and model providers on Amazon Bedrock. So anyway, let's pick one model. Pick Sonnet. I can always play with Sonnet. Is cookie made? So this gives you step-by-step instructions. And when you want to compare models, you can always select another model. Let's pick G1 Express. So this gives you an opportunity to compare the performance of the different models side by side. And then it also helps you evaluate what is the best model for your use case. So we were discussing in our last session that SageMaker, the core SageMaker service does not have this feature where you can just play with the model, then decide what to host. And sometimes if you want to host the model, it costs you the instance charge per hour based on the pricing. So even if you're using or not using it, you are still charged for the instances. So it becomes very difficult to compare models and see what best fits. But recently within SageMaker, there's something called SageMaker Canvas. So let's go to the SageMaker interface. So this is the core SageMaker service, and I want to introduce you to the SageMaker Canvas. So SageMaker Canvas is a low-code, no-code solution for most of your ML needs. So that's what they're targeting. Customers who doesn't want to code, use the notebooks, write the Python script. If they want to just drag and drop and build those models, that's where Canvas comes into picture. And the good thing is once we started using the LLMs, which means the pre-trained models. So which means you don't have to train the model. It's already trained and available. So all you have to do is drag the model that you want and then play with it and see what best fits your use case. So let's go to the Canvas interface. You must have the domain created and should have access to SageMaker Canvas. So once you open SageMaker Canvas, you can see a completely different UI. You can see the SageMaker here, and you can see a couple of options like ready-made options where you can build a custom model, compare GenAI and query docs, explore ready-to-use models. So this is where I'm saying the SageMaker also introduced the feature to compare these models, a similar kind of playground. So if I click on compare generative AI model, look at this, a very similar interface to Bedrock that you can generate. Also, it allows you to compare different models. You can compare Claude and Titan at the same time. As for recipe for making cookie. So you can see both models responses and see what is the best model fits your use case. So here just like SageMaker or just like Amazon Bedrock, you have the option to play with different models. And I want to highlight that not all models are available. Which is available in Bedrock is not available in SageMaker. So you have to understand the difference. So let's say if I want to new chat and I'm looking for what are the different models available. So Claude 3 is not available. Titan models are available. Some of the Mistrals are not available. Some of the Llama 3s are not available. So there are very limited models available in SageMaker Canvas. But the good part is you have other open source models also available, part of the SageMaker Jumpstart, like Falcons, Dolly from Databricks, Swan model from Google, and you also have some of the Mistral models right here. So you have a different choice. You have a mix of proprietary as well as some of the open source model to play with on SageMaker Canvas. So this is a very important feature. I'm pretty sure they're going to extend the inventory of these models, and eventually you will have a lot more models to play with, the open source. And my favorite model, GPT-J6P, is not available here, but definitely I can host a SageMaker on a SageMaker instance and then play with it. But again, like I said, Playground is a very important feature, and that helps you evaluate what's the best model and also play with the prompt engineering part to get the best prompt out. So I always enjoy playing with Playground, and a lot of our customers are also working with these Playground to see what is the good model for their use case. So apart from this, right, so I just want to highlight that not just LLM model, there are other models available on SageMaker Canvas. So if you go to explore or ready to use models, you can have models for sentiment analysis, language detection. Some of these are powered by Amazon Comprehend, Amazon Text Track, and Amazon Recognition. So there are like a couple of ways you can use if you know that you have a very specific use case. Let's say I just want to detect personal information from certain text or certain table or the provided payload. Then all you have to do is Amazon Comprehend. You can let some of these text here, it can detect and give you separate information on the name, credit card number, bank information, routing number. You can always label them to your needs, and you can also do it like a single prediction versus batch prediction, whereas you can send a batch of files or batch of text and say, hey, for each of these, how can I detect the PII information, etc. So it gives you an option. If you are really specific about your needs and you don't have a multi-model use case, I would say you can use a ready-to-use model, and one of these comprehends or text tracks could do your job instead of pulling in a very expensive LLM model and trying to extract the information. It will give you the same result at a lower cost. So again, based on your use case, you might experience a lower cost using Amazon Comprehend and Text Track versus using LLM models. Unless you see a complex use case where you see, oh, I got to mix personal information detection, also wants to get the sentiments of the tone, also want to come up with an output for an image, then you might have to use a multi-model or a more advanced LLM to meet your requirements. So this is where SageMaker Canvas shines, and I will deep dive into some of these features here. There are like a couple of data flows where you can build your training data sets, but sometimes when you're using a pre-trained model, you don't have the need to train. But when it comes to fine-tune the model, that's when some of these data flows might help. A clean drag and drop and a very simple approach to prepping the data set to fine-tune the models on SageMaker Canvas. So there are like ops also embedded here, so you can add of the deployments, etc. We'll go through these features in the next few videos, but I just want to highlight that there are options to play with the model, compare these models, and come up with the right approach, which is not part of the SageMaker core features. With that, I'm calling it a wrap. So today we learned how to use SageMaker Canvas to play with the model in a playground kind of environment. Similarly, we compared that with the Bedrock. Now you understand what are the different options available in both SageMaker as well as on Bedrock. And now you can decide which tool to use and when to use SageMaker versus Bedrock in your use cases. With that said, thank you everyone. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for the latest information. Signing out, John.